to help create something that moves beyond just a great performance. Meaning, he played it great, it was in time, he wasn't flat, he remembered the lyrics. You know, that's what most of our musical paradigms is about. Is like, it's great if I didn't forget the lyrics, I played in time, I didn't drop any beats, you know. And you kind of walk off stage going, oh, we did it! You know, but there's so much more. In fact, that's kind of the entry to the ball game, so to speak, for the audience or the congregation. They're just sort of like assuming, yeah, of course that's going to happen. We're going, man, that was a conquering moment, you know. We didn't crash and burn, no train wrecks. And I'm not saying that happens all the time by any means. And once you realize sort of why you're doing what you're doing, and when it comes to worship, there are so many motives and ideas behind why we do what we do. And they can be very personal and they can be huge. They can be biblical, so to speak, you know, in terms of why we're doing what we're doing. But this first point, I want to sort of back up and help you guys think about, I just spoke about moments and creating moments. And moments is a term that describes almost, if you will, sort of the currency by which people listening to you, whether it's a congregation or if you're a worship artist, it's your audience, it's the currency by which they value things. What did you make them feel? What did they experience? And that's the thing that they walk away creating value in their minds and their hearts that then connects you to them further. And whether it's it's not about them necessarily connecting to you. We're always hoping that the Lord is who they're really connecting to, but He chooses to use us. And if it's not human, there's something about connecting to God that is missing a piece. It doesn't mean that we can't have an experience, you know, with our earbuds on and listening to Hillsong or whoever, you know. But it's the difference in why we go to a show. Why do we bother getting off the sofa and actually driving someplace, buying a ticket, getting in the seat, when chances are it's not going to sound as good as it could have in our earbuds or in our living room. The drinks were a whole lot cheaper, you know, and you actually could hear them. You know, you get in someplace, you get to go to a club, and it's like, I can't hear them, let's move up closer. And then you get really close, it's like, good grief, it's so loud, we got to move back. You know, oh, I can't see him very well. You know, there's all sorts of things that can sort of fight the experience, but somehow or other, we still believe that live, we're going to capture, we're going to experience something in that performance that's more than just a great recording. So, as you start thinking about, I'm just going to say a few things up front. If you can begin thinking about what they're experiencing, and that's the beginning point. It's the beginning of song choice. It's the beginning of movement. It's the beginning of everything, really, is them. Because Papa God's after His kids, whether they know Him or not. And so when you make them your goal, how do we meet them where they are and bring them something of God's heart toward them? It begins to shape more of what will be the outcome, as opposed to going, hey, let's do a fast song. Everybody already knows this one. This will be great. They can sing along with us. Those are great things to experience, but really they're not the end game. They're not what the whole result is aimed toward.